Welcome back, guys, to our Pokemon Black playthrough. Happy to say we're finally in Celestial Tower, which is, I think, technically north of Route 7. Now that we're here, I'm very excited because if I'm not mistaken, and I could be, but I don't think I am, but I usually am. I hope I'm not. I should have a Litwick in here, which is what I am after. Now, we were supposed to meet Skyla, the Mistralton City gym leader, the Flying-type gym leader here. She's not at the front door, so we're going to look around and see if we can find her. I don't suspect we're going to run into wild Pokemon on the base floor, but let's go ahead and do some searching around and see what we can find in here. They say that when you ring the bell on top of this tower, it pleases the resting spirits. What's this guy's deal? This is Celestial Tower, where Pokemon are laid to rest. Thank you for that. Please don't say anything, so there's nothing really interesting here. Oh, you know what? We might actually have to meet Skyla at the top of the tower. I think that's what she said. There's like a sick Pokemon that we need to go meet. I will say, Gen 5 is not my favorite in terms of the Pokemon available to catch. But my god, is it beautiful. Very, very well designed. I wish there were more Pokemon ROMs, like hacks, you know, by third-party fans and developers that use this, but it might be, well, it definitely is a lot more complicated, I would imagine, so that's probably why they don't do that. Give me a Litwick, baby. There it is. Now, Litwick is really cool, but I gotta say, I want to voice one small criticism about this Pokemon that I absolutely despise. Litwick is a purple flame by default, and the shiny is blue with green eyes, which, fine, that's nice. But I really wish Litwick's shiny form was orange. That would be cool. I think purple looks good as for like a ghost, but I think blue would have made more sense for its standard form as sort of a fire thing. You know, blue, fire, orange. I think the shiny form should have been orange. Now, Chandelure, because Lampent's is the middle one. Chandelure is the third one. That one, I think, has an orange hue to it instead of the blue. Right? I feel like that's accurate. Anyway, nope, I can't fight with this one. We have to swap out. Who is low enough level? Tranquil. Substriga should be fine. And then we're going to get rid of Shimber, which is my Conkeldurr. Sealed the opponent's moves. What does that mean? Let's see, we're going to hit it with Pursuit. So I feel like that's weak. Okay, super effective. JK kidding. Okay, we're going to go ahead and go to the bag. We're going to go ahead and throw an Ultra Ball. Now, Litwick evolves in a Lampent, I think, at level 40-something, and then we need a Dusk Stone to evolve Lampent into Chandelure. Now, Litwick and its family of Pokemon are among my favorites. Really, really love the design. It's cute, it's cool, it's just interesting. Litwick shines a light that absorbs the life energy of people and Pokemon, which becomes the fuel that it burns. Damn, that's dark. Nah. I was just thinking it'd be really funny to nickname it Lickwit, but I'm not going to do that. I don't know. I wish I had more of a sense of humor about that sort of thing. I take my gaming too seriously, but I know there's a lot of streamers and YouTubers out there that just make like super goofy things about their games. I can't bring myself to do it. There's something about me that I just can't. It's like, you ever play a game where you can do your customization and you can just make your character look like an absolute clown? I can't do that. I always have to be like, make the guy look either sort of like me, which I guess you could kind of say is a clown, or I try to make him super cool. I don't know why. I can't. There's some sort of complex that I have about it that I can't make a joke of it. Anyway, indescribable energy is flowing to me. Oh god, this is one of those mediums, isn't it? Ghost people. Psychic Doreen. I have never... Oh, we haven't seen an Elgym yet. Never been impressed with these psychics. Razor Shell them all. You also notice that I reorganized my Pokemon lineup down below. It got a little crowded when I was adjusting the sizing down there. I had to make them... I wanted to make the Pokemon roughly sort of within a believable scaled size. But I also wanted to fit them all down below, and the only way to do that was to move Duat right here. Which, he's my buddy. That's fine. We'll work with that. I'm good with it. But I think we will have to get used to the team. Oh man, we need to get some healing in a sec. I have to get used to the team after I swap out Conkeldurr. And I was thinking about this. I'm really bummed about the idea of removing Duat from my team for another water type. But I might do it. I might do it. Substrika, Gigalith, and Tranquil into Unpheasant. Those for sure. Litwick for sure. I don't know. It's so hard to find a good team in this game. I mean, maybe not in terms of like battle stats and everything, but Pokemon that I like. I don't remember what generation it was, but there was one Pokemon game where someone had said, oh god, I'm paraphrasing, and I might be quoting this wrong, but something along the lines of like true champions try to win with their favorites. That always stuck with me. I don't know why. It really did. But Scary Face, nah. I'm good without that. But I don't think the energy is escaping. Oh, whatever. Goof. But I don't think I have enough favorites in this game that I can actually do that, you know? So I just have to kind of make do with only a few that I like. Yeah, it's going to be a bummer to put Shimber back because I haven't got any chance to spend time with Conkeldurr. But I think the rest, Samdile, Romanrilla, Tranquil, Zubstrika, Duat will hang on to for a while until we can get Tortuga. Duat, oh man. I really want to keep him, but it's not strong enough. Sign means have a battle with me. Cool design, love him, need a water type. Just can't do it. Can't do it with him. But I do think, I don't know, I might be able to raise Duat to a high enough level without evolution and have him be a valuable asset to the team as we were taking on the Elite Four and beyond, but it's probably just not worth it. I think Tortuga would be a better fit for the team with what I want to accomplish. I don't know. I can't seem to recall in past games where I was so, I don't know, so for the idea of swapping out my starter Pokemon. It almost breaks my heart. I feel like when you play Pokemon games, even though they're little digital characters, you sort of get attached to them in the team and you want to take care of them and all that stuff. So it bothers me that I have that mindset, but I don't really have a choice. Thank you for having a battle with me. I need something stronger. And the way my team is set up, I don't think that I can sacrifice a slot by having both Duat and Tortuga. So, is this a guy or a woman? No, it's a guy. When Pokemon trainers meet, what we do is, of course, engage in a Pokemon battle, don't we? It's true, we do. Even though you're a total dork about it. Pokefan Jude. Emolga. Great. I expected everyone in here to be using Ghost-type Pokemon. I think this is the first time that we've encountered trainers that are using Pokemon that aren't immediately available in the vicinity. Because it's only Litwick that's in here, I think. There might be a small chance of running into another Ghost-type. Ooh, that's gonna sting. Ugh, that might knock me out. Oh, thank God it didn't. Oh, what? You're a basic trainer. Why are you using a Hyper? Ugh, annoying. Didn't expect him to do that. Do I go twice? Thank you. Say if I didn't, he would KO me probably. Happy we finally got an Electric type on here. It was dumb for me to ignore Blitzel for so long, and then I'm cool with Zipstrika. Okay, we're going to give Conkeldurr a little action here. So Herdier is a normal type Pokemon. Normal is weak against fighting, and he's a fighting type, so it's ideal. If we are going to swap him out for Litwick, which I'm planning on it, we should at least get him one battle. Now that he's fully evolved. How does a tiny little Scottish Yorkie thing like that intimidate this guy? I don't get it. I'm going to punch this dog right in the face. Immediately dead, 1 AKO, easy. Yeah, intimidate nothing. Oh no, I'm pathetic. Yeah, you are. Your son is embarrassed of you. Okay, let's go ahead and go back to my bag. We picked up another Hyper Potion. Oh, we have plenty. We have 14 on us. Heal up. I mentioned this before, so it's good to note that typically when you're on routes or running into any sort of trainers in wild Pokemon, or sorry, any route or wherever you're at that has wild Pokemon, the trainers in that area will be using Pokemon that is available in that route or location, wild area, whatever. So typically you're going to run into trainers that are using Pokemon that you've already experienced in the wild, so you should be pretty prepared for the Pokemon they're going to have on their team. Although, in this case, oh, you want to have a Pokemon battle with me? Alright, I have a strong Pokemon. Doesn't seem like it. The people in Celestial Tower are diverse. They're here visiting their dearly departed Pokemon. So Georgia, so she has a... yeah. Swadloon in her party to fight, but another Pokemon with her. Interesting. Yeah, this is... I'm gonna scald him. It won't knock him out. Might have to use it twice. Or 3 times, maybe. Twice, I think, though. Nope. Yeah, there it is. Do some damage. Why are you wasting so much of your time? You could easily wreck me. Finish it off with Aqua Jet. Why are these basic trainers using Hyper Potion? Did nothing. Take that. Razor Shell should do a little bit more damage here, as its most powerful attack. Oh. Okay. Surprised I didn't do very much damage. Water Pulse should be able to finish it off. How dare you. Take that burn. Strategically, I can't quite figure out exactly what circumstance Protect would work. Because think about it. You use Protect, they use an attack. Your next move is the Protect not hitting you. And then they can attack again. Ooh, Will-o-the-Wisp. That's a good Fire-type move. I think Litwick ends up learning that, but it'll be nice to give it to him right away if he doesn't have it already. I'm sure there is a practical use for Protect, by the way. I'm just saying. I can't think of one. Here we go. We're running into a lot of situations where... oh, I should keep Duide out because he has the Amulet Coin. Dang. I will guess what you are. You are a Pokemon trainer. Not a bad guess, I suppose. There are some really questionable designed Pokemon in this game. Musharna is one that I just don't get. It's gotta have some sort of influence to, I think, some sort of Japanese culture, I think. But it just looks so weird. Which one of these is for Awakening? I don't think any of the berries, huh? Maybe one of these? Defrost. Burn. Because it just looks like a friggin' fetus. It's hideous. Can't stand it. What was that? I guess what you were, though. Alright. These must be all psychics. What pleases sleeping spirits is a hot Pokemon battle. I don't think so. The idea of being in a place of resting for Pokemon that have, like, literally passed on, and now you're gonna, like, fight around their grave, I don't know, seems disrespectful, honestly, but that's just me. Running out of power points, gonna have to swap out eventually. What does that ability Mummy do? Oh, Golett. I like the pixel art on that one, actually. It's pretty cool. Blast it with some hot water. Burn, rock monster. Oh, it's dead. Okay. It's a spark of your flaming spirit. Nope. Yeah, I'm good. I don't need this thing. What is he? He's psychic, right? I don't think Elgyem is psychic ghost. I think it's just psychic. The only reason why I haven't used a super repel is because I want to just keep open the opportunity of running into a shiny Litwick. I still want to fight. Wandering spirits command me. I remember when I was playing Pokemon Sword and Shield and I was doing the egg method for getting shinies, and I was really disappointed when I saw Litwick shiny for the first time. I hadn't seen it before, but when I got it, at first I didn't even recognize it was shiny because it was a blue hue instead of purple, and I was expecting it to be orange, which I think would have made a lot more sense personally, but yeah, should have been orange like Chandelure. So cool though. Somehow expect that to do a little bit more, but this should finish it. Oh, you dirtbag. Gonna switch that up. Technically a flying type, right? Substrika, do some damage here. Is he poison? Or she poison? I think it's... Oh, I can't remember. Zubat has wings. It has to be a flying type, right? I don't want to be gross, but I just want to point out the thorough detail on Zebstrika's butt. Like, look at those cheeks. Look at those horse cheeks. Ridiculous. Let me breathe a sec. The spirits have calmed down a bit. Sad. Just really surprised how they made that horse butt. I don't know. Thought it was kind of funny. At worst, worth noting. Oh, I thought he saw me in battle, but it was like a wild right next to him. And I forget what the shiny rate is. I think it's like 1 in several thousand, and I think it increases your chances of running into one depending on whether or not you have the shiny charm. What's this guy up to? I'm here to understand the end of the world, but I don't quite get it. If I have a battle, will I be enlightened? I don't see how. Unless you're melodramatic. Bryce. I don't know what that Pokemon is really supposed to be, except it looks like, I don't know, a nasty creature inside a jelly blob. Let's burn it. Whoa, that was powerful. I'm not sure if there's anyone around here who can heal me. But, with my power points getting low for Duat. Not that great. The end. Is that it? Yes. I'm gonna have Litwick be my main Pokemon. And I'm gonna give it the Amulet Coin, I think. Although, I do want to get an item that can boost Fire and or Ghost. Well, not and, but Fire or Ghost type moves. I don't think there's something that'll do both. It's one or the other. But I'm going to primarily use Litwick as a Fire type, as my replacement for Pansear. I don't care that much to use him as a Ghost, but if there's a good Ghost move, I'll use it. You need a nurse's help? Sure, if you can win against me, I'll make your Pokemon healthy. Perfect. Such is the way of life. Ask my friends, and you shall receive. Sachiko. It's got to be a name after a developer or somebody, right? What an unusual name for a character in a game like that. Sachiko. Ooh. Force on attack. Yeah, good call with that. Oh, I knew it. I knew it. I told myself just now she's gonna use a friggin' Hyper Potion. I'm surprised he did that much damage, actually. Oh. Alomomola? I don't know if I know that Pokemon. Oh, that's right. Yeah, okay. I think also the only reason I didn't remember this Pokemon is because, fun fact, I play a lot of Pokemon Go. This Pokemon is in a different region of the world, not available in my region. So, wow, I survived that. So that is why I don't remember that one, because I haven't really seen it. Let's throw Samdile out there. We haven't really had a lot of action with him lately. I'm gonna smack you with a dig. Oh, wait. No, it should be a fine. Because now the next round after the dig, Protect loses itself. Yeah, so we hit it. Okay. Oh, they did nothing. Oh, it's right. It's obviously a weird fish with hand fins. And he's ground. Yeah, I wasn't really using my brain much on that one, but Assurance should finish it off anyway, so. And we can heal right after this. Not a huge deal. Come on, your team is really healthy. It's not. One is in the yellow and one is 1 HP. Idiot. Okay, then. Time to give your Pokemon some energy. It's wonderful that each Pokemon and each person can do something special. Me, I know how to make Pokemon healthy. Okay, I'm gonna save it for safety here. I don't suppose, though, that it's gonna be easy in the next area. I figure if they're healing us before we get up there, there's gonna be a battle of some sort that we're gonna have to get into. Either with more trainers, wild Pokemon, I don't know. Liquid. Oh, it's funny to me. Also need to find the town that sells all the vitamins. I'm gonna boost my Pokemon up. Yeah, that's why. Ace Trainer, Ace Trainer. Yeah, okay. Putting the tests on me, huh? God, I can't stand Eldrim's design. It's so hideous. I do wonder what the design process is like over at Game Freak when they come up with Pokemon. Like, it's not for everyone. Someone out there probably loves Elgin, but I don't know. I just think, I know it's a subjective thing, but I'm going to say objectively it's bad. Celestial Tower means a perfect tower. Oh, never mind. Let's have a Pokemon battle. I don't know. I wouldn't say necessarily like that I love all the original 151 design or even the next set or even Gen 3. But I feel like Gen 5 has the most consistent, ugly Pokemon. Wow, Stoutland is beefy in this game. He is, yeah, I don't remember him looking like that. Yeah, Stoutland's got a lot of hair. He's just herdier with more hair. Ooh, that might hurt. Yeah. That's a powerful Pokemon for level 33. Big amount of XP though. There it is. You're really perfect. I hear that a lot, but it's never old. Let's go back and heal up. I don't want to use my own when we have the nurse right down here. I just don't get it. It's like a UFO. I wonder if Game Freak will ever have a plan to talk about the origin of Pokemon, like where they really come from. I know there's some lore and some like old text and stuff that suggests certain things, everything comes from you in some way, shape, or form. But I wonder if they're going to outright say it. Because I think there was also discussion as well that a lot of Pokemon came from like the moon, hence the Moonstone, or they're from outer space and they landed on Earth. But it sounds like a lot of Pokemon have been around since the beginning of time. But according to Juniper in this one, after doing a study on Clink, there is no record of Clink being on Earth beyond 100 years ago, which I find to be a very interesting fact. If that's the case, then there are new Pokemon that appear every so often. 100 years isn't that old. There are people that are alive right now that are 100 years old, you know? Pokemon that grew up in Unova and Pokemon that grew up elsewhere both rest here quietly. It's a very interesting way to look at it. How are new Pokemon created? What imbues a inanimate object like Clink, like gears, into becoming a living, breathing creature that can breed and have more, you know? Although I do think Clink is genderless, so I'm not sure. Not sure how that works. I don't know. Just a thought. I'm just thinking out loud. Don't you dare use a Hyper Potion. Okay. It happens every time they're in the red, and I'm going to use Aqua Jet to finish it off. It's my weakest attack for Duat. And Hyper Potion every time. Hate it. That's a mid-tier. Frisk. Easy, pervert. Keep your hands off. Gotta do some damage to that before it does attract. Flatter. Oh, interesting. Why does it do that? For balance purposes? Boost and confuse? Yeah, there we go. Yeah, they had to probably design something for balancing. 38. I think one more and then it evolves into a crocodile. Your Pokemon are full of life. Yes, they are. Thank you. Gotta go around for the other item. Shadow Claw. I think it's a ghost move, right? I don't think it's dark. Oh, actually, I need to go back that way. She's blocking the path, that's right. want to go back and get rid of my Conkeldurr so I can get Litwick out of the box. That's some leveling up to do on that one. Because I want to get everybody to about level 40 before taking on the next boss. Or, gym leader. Well, a long ways to go. It's going to be a lot of work, but I need to do it. Oh, come on. Okay, there shouldn't be any wilds here. Or there might be, actually. Yeah, there is. Womp womp. Okay, my team is fairly healthy. So I should be good. I'm going to save it one more time here because I don't remember what I'm about to encounter. Someone asked me the other day in one of the comments, this is my first time running through Unova. It definitely seems like it, right? It's not, but I was not a huge fan of Unova or Pokemon Black or Pokemon Black 2. And so I haven't played them since their original release, and I don't care. Red, blue, gold, silver, crystal, yellow, like, Ruby, Sapphire, Emerald, Platinum, Crystal, like every other game I've played more than twice. Except for these. Leading up to this, actually. I think Gen 5 and forward, those are the only games that I didn't play through more than one time. So I don't really have a solid memory on it. But I wonder what sort of Pokemon we're about to encounter. Let's see. I am thinking of using a repel now, though. This is getting annoying. What is it? Oh, you came. Thank you. I was right. What I saw was a hurt Pokemon. Don't worry, though. It's fine now. I gave it a max revive, then it felt better and flew away. Don't I have great eyesight? No matter how far away things are, a pilot's eyes can see them. Oh, that's right. Since you've come up this far, why don't you ring the bell? Celestial Tower's bell is for soothing the spirits of Pokemon. Also, the character of the person ringing the bell is reflected in its sound. Okay, I'm gonna use a max repel. I don't want to deal with this anymore. Actually, I'll do it after I ring the bell, just to be safe. Sure. Reverberates through the area. What a pretty sound. Mark, you are a kind and strong person. It's that kind of sound. I'd like to introduce myself again. I'm Skyla, the leader of Miss Dralton's Pokemon Gym. I use Flying-type Pokemon. When you are ready, please come to the gym. I'll give you a big welcome. I'm gonna have to do a survey poll. Figure out Skyla or Alessa. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Okay, we can use Fly. Let's pop back into town. There we go. Thanks, Birdie. Don't want to deal with all that. We're going to go pop in and grab ourselves our Litwick. The Litwick shall be on the Pokemon. It'll be another replacement for Conkeldurr to be our fire-type Pokemon. Whenever the voices get too annoying, you tell me, and I'll keep doing them. Alright, sorry, Shimber, but you're going in the box, baby. Nothing personal, Sean. Alright, let's go and grab... Nope. A Litwick. Okay, so now... we're gonna go... Hold on. Let's do this. Take. Switch. Oh, I feel so bad doing that. Item Everstone. Well, I'm probably never going to use Duat in battle very much anymore. But I might as well just give it, just for right now. Should be in this box, right? Nope, I guess not. Doesn't count in that one. Does Amulet Coin go back in this one, though? Let's see, where do you go? No, it's a main one in the main bag. A gem with an essence of poison. When held, it strengthens the power of a poison type move only once. Okay. There we go. Alright, let's heal up. Just to make sure we're all set. I feel like Litwick is much smaller, but I don't want to go too crazy. Cool. Alright, thank you for waiting. We restored your Pokemon to full health. Hope to see you again. Alright, my friends, that is a wrap on this episode of Pokemon Black. Thank you guys for watching. We'll continue on with a fresh, brand new episode tomorrow, right here on the Marcanine channel, with new episodes debuting daily at 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. Before you go, excuse me, do me a solid, hit the like button. Don't forget to subscribe. If you have any feedback for me, leave it in the comments section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Otherwise, I'll see you when we continue on with the playthrough, so take care of yourselves, be well. See you next time when we continue on with Pokemon Black. Later, guys.